Hello, everybody. Hello, hello. Thought I'd come on for a while. It's been a while. Seems like forever. Mm. It probably has been over a week. So I've been busy, busy, busy. So I got some coloring I can do. I got some stuff I want to actually do. It's been sitting here since before. See, I still got this out. But I got my book. I want to finish my book off. I only got a couple pages left. There's all the ones I got colored. So I only got a page. So what did I do? Hi, Leslie. Good evening. How are you? Hope all is well. Finishing off the journal. Kind of got what I want to do already colored. Started this last week and yeah, life happened. I am good. I'm taking a break from life and life. Hi, Teresa. I am taking a break. I haven't crafted in a week. I haven't did anything since my birthday a week ago, craft wise. And because I didn't mention it to many people. Hi, Christine. I got on my birthday a notice from my landlord that he has putting the duplex up I live in up for sale. Hi, Clint. And then in that same little message that a realtor was coming Tuesday to do a walkthrough. And then another message that night, the realtor was coming on Wednesday to take measurements. And then the Thursday, I got a message saying this place is listed. And then all of a sudden, I was bombarded Friday with a request that he had to show the place. And it's been pretty steady except one day. And I cleaned my house from head to toe. And the thing is, before winter, right as winter started, the boneheads next door unplugged the sump pump on me twice in 2 weeks. My basement flooded. I got much stuff out as I could and threw a lot of stuff up. So I busted my butt since Tuesday and cleaned my basement. Got that in order. And then I went through, I figured, because I don't know if we get to stay here or we have to move. I don't know until my landlord could give me notice that he wants to clean this out so he can sell it quicker with nobody in it. I don't think he's going that route. He told Scott and I he's not thinking about that. But might get a new landlord who doesn't want us. It's such up in the air right now. So me and Scott are going with the we might have to move attitude. So I figured as long as I was cleaning, I might as well go through things. So I did. I did the whole basement. And then I did the living room the other day. I did the kitchen the other day. I did our bedroom yesterday. And the bathroom, I was already in the process of kind of gone through stuff because I was redoing my bathroom, which I still am because I decided my bathroom's going to look like Van Gogh as long as I live here. And tomorrow, we're hauling all the donation items to be donated. Oh my God, my pin just fell out of my glue. That's tomorrow. And there ain't much more for me to do. And Dawn's been saying, when to do in your craft room? I said, I ain't touching my craft room. I ain't going through my craft room. There ain't, I mean, So I won't be having any sales anytime soon. If I do, I may, I might go through stuff, but I'm not positive yet. Scott told me just leave your craft room. He's like, I mean, I know there's stuff in my craft room that I don't use. I mean, that I probably could be stashed, but right now I'm not doing that. Okay. So I colored these. I started this was my last thing I was doing before I got the. Oh, by the way, we're thinking about selling the place. I mean, it is weird having people come through your house though. We refuse to leave while it's being done. I'm like, I'm very uncomfortable with strangers doing a walk through my house. They can't make me leave. But it's still strange. It's just strange. So we've been sticking around while they're here. And that's our legal right. But as of yet, he's had no offers. So we will see. We will see. So how's everybody out on YouTube, Len? Anything new on YouTube, Len? Have I missed anything exciting? So if you haven't seen me in any lives or watching anything or commenting anything, I've just been busy. I've just been real busy. Really, really, really busy. And I tell you, I'm feeling muscles and pains that I forgot I had. Back of my knees going up and down the stairs so much in the last week are killing me. Oh God, I was hurting today. No, yeah, no doubt, right, Christine? Yeah, my Diamond told me to hang my scary or put my scary dolls all over the living room. But the good thing, okay, this is a bonus to all this. My neighbors moved out. Hi, Steph. My neighbors moved out this past weekend, who were always loud and obnoxious. And they have, what did he tell me? Because they got crap all over both sides of the garage. My side, I mean, it's their garage, but the neighbor and I on the other side of them were talking. They have crap on the other side of their side that faces them. They have crap on the side that faces me. And then when realtor was showing the place today, opened the garage door. The garage is just loaded. So I said to my landlord, I said, I can save you some money if you have to clean up that place. And he goes, why? I said, my cousin's a junker. She'll come and take all the metal out. Because they have, I bet you, 5 bicycles on the side of the garage facing my side. A couple car doors on the other side, facing the other neighbor. He says they're supposed to be coming back. They have until, what did he tell me? The 31st. So he said if they don't come and clean the rest of it up, because they technically paid rent for the whole month of March. If they don't come, he's going to let me know. My cousin's going to come and clean it, take all the metal so he doesn't have to cover that cost. You're going, yeah, I was laying in bed for a while. I got up. I can't sleep. I'm not tired. My body's tired, but I'm not tired. Does that make sense? So I thought I'd get on, chit chat for a while, see how everybody's been doing. It feels like I've been gone for months instead of a week. I mean, but he didn't realize it. But I said, is there, I don't know how renters, how they classify abandonment. They technically moved out. Haven't been back. I said I haven't seen them back since Saturday. But and I said, did they have? And the thing is, this is a um, they got a notice from the city they had to clean it 7 days before Norm decided to put this place up for sale. So I don't know. I'm waiting. I don't know how that works if all of a sudden the city guy comes back. I know. I seen it. It's pretty. I was laying in on my phone in my bed. I was checking things out. It's really pretty. So I don't know what happens on that aspect. If you have a city inspector tells them they have to have that cleaned up in 14 days, and then all of a sudden they move, then I guess it's on the landlord, I imagine. So we have this shed, okay? A community shed. That's on me and Scott's side. We quit using it because you could store anything in it, okay? But since we got these neighbors on the other side, Scott and I quit using it because we didn't trust them, okay? So Scott and I decided to open it today. We haven't been in this shed for probably 2 years. They were throwing oh my god. And I told Norm this. I called Norm immediately. I said, "I don't know what you're gonna do, but I am not cleaning it. I cleaned it when I first moved in here. I took a day and I cleaned it. I am not doing it again unless you pay me." And he goes, "Why?" I said, "The lovely neighbors were throwing garbage bags in there and it's full of diapers. It's disgusting. So I suggest you cover with some gloves and clean it." There's a post. Tell me what you think. I will. Hi, Rebecca. I know I haven't been on, Rebecca. My landlord decided to inform me a week ago, Monday, that he's putting up our place for sale. So I was a mad house cleaning. Not that my house was dirty or anything, but man, my basement was a disaster. I'm like, yeah. He goes, "They did what?" And you can't say it's me because I have no babies. They had babies. I said they were using that shed as a dump. Why? Hi, Tanya. Why, when garbage comes every week, they were throwing garbage bags with diapers in that shed? So personally, if we get a new landlord, I'm gonna tell the landlord to take that shit down. Personally, I'd be like, you know what, take that shit down. We'd use it as a nice little patio. Disgusting. I was like, oh my god. I was like, what? It gagged me. Gagged me. Yeah. Hi, Dawn. Yep. So I don't know what my landlord's gonna do about their crap. I couldn't believe the shed. Yep. And you can see that, like, Traveltina, you can see, like, animals have been, like, in it. Hi, Kristen. So, like, I took pictures, sent it to my landlord. Yep. Lovely. Disgusting. And there's Jennifer. Animals being what? Okay, we have a little shed that's a community shed, as it's called, that both tenants could use. It's a little barn, shaped thing. Well, when I first moved here 10 years ago, I cleaned it because it wasn't used. D decided he didn't ever used it. So I cleaned it and I stored the kids' toys in it. Well, when D moved out and we got the new people, Scott and I decided not to use the shed anymore. So you figure for 4 years, I've dealt with this group and then the other group. So 4 years, I haven't been in that shed. So Scott goes, "Is there anything of ours in that shed?" And I'm like, "No." And I said, "I'm pretty sure of it. I took everything out." He goes, "Let's double check." So we opened the shed today. There's garbage bags in there full of diapers, used diapers. It's disgusting. So I took pictures and sent it to my landlord. And because I don't know personally, and the Scott goes, "Anybody look at this that's been looking at this house?" I'm like, "I have no idea. I don't pay attention when they go to the backyard." If I was walking this as a potential. Oh, I know. I opened it. You can see where the animals are. Probably, I saw a squirrel, and I said to Scott, and then because me and the neighbor today were talking on the other side of them, and because they got probably 6 bicycles along the garage on my side. On her side that faces her yard along on that side of their garage, there's like 4 or 5 car doors. Yeah. So her and I were talking about that because she asked for my landlord's number because she's like, "They're gone. I want this shit gone." She wants, she's and you can't have it. So I had a I c- call I call my landlord and he goes, "What's up, Tina?" I said, "Are they coming back to clean this place up?" I said, and he goes, "Well, they got till the 31st." I go, "Because you know what? The neighbor on the other side is a little upset still looking at this because I found out she's the one that called the city inspector." She told me that. And I said, "Because I can have all this metal I said, "I can have all this metal out of these two, that place right within probably a day. Because my cousin's a scrapper. She'll come and pick that all up, all the metal. She'll take those car doors, everything." He's like, he goes, "They got till the 31st. They paid rent for the whole month of March." I said, "Well, then they're responsible to come and clean this, not you." Well, then that's how Scott and I got talking about the shed. I'm like, "I wonder what they got in that shed because we haven't been in that shed for 4 years." So we opened the shed and I almost puked. So I took pictures and I'm like, "I am not cleaning this. I don't have babies." Yeah. Yeah. So I don't know what he's gonna do because, and I'm like, if I was a potential buyer, this is my perspective. If I came through and I saw what I saw today in their garage, and then in that shed, if they're looking in that shed, yep, I would probably walk away. I'd be like, "Nope." You know, I'm just doing a layout in my journal. I have 1 page left of this journal, and it's a whole pretty much a year. I started it last March. So, because so he said he was gonna contact them and see if they're coming back to clean this stuff up. If not, he said he'll let me know. My cousin said she'll be here within a day. She'll take all that metal. It's good money. But I said, "I am not cleaning that disgusting shed. Ain't, won't do it." I have no idea. I don't know. Laziness. They bet, like Scott says, you could tell they've been there a while because the bags, the bags, if they've been out somewhere, yeah, break down. So they've been in there for a while. It's not like you just threw them in there this past week. Norm goes, "Why didn't you notice this before?" I said, "We quit using a shed. I'm sorry. I wasn't sticking anything that neighbor wise." There's a motor in there. Yeah. I stuck a motor in there. I plugged my nose. I could see a motor, some sort of like engine block or something. I may be wrong. Um, Something, yeah. Who knows? I said, and it's on my damn side. I could get. My thought is, I said to Scott, wouldn't that draw rats? Oh yeah. He said it'd be taken care of this weekend. So I don't know if he's coming over to clean it or yeah. Because my thing was, I said to Scott, could that bring rats? Mice, right? Mice, rats. I don't know. Oh, I did. I took pictures and then I sent it to him. Yep. Okay, this is what me and Scott said. And this was when we discovered it. Scott was still and the neighbor gal goes, "What's wrong?" Because she was talking. She heard me go, "Oh, do rats eat baby poop?" I have no idea. Who else? Who knows if it's just baby diapers? That's just what I recognize. And she goes, she was outside, and I go, and she heard me go, "That is just effing disgusting." And she goes, "What is?" And I'm like, "They threw their garbage and diapers and crap in this shed." But this is what she said. She goes, "Didn't he come do a walkthrough with this couple when they left on Saturday? Like, okay, Sunday I'll come over, we'll do a walkthrough." I'm like, "Probably not." He goes, "I expected." I was like, "Oh God, they're moving. They're gonna take their crap." Nope, the doors are still here and they're gone. I said, "I have a feeling they have no intention of coming back. None." She goes, "Well, I'll give them till this weekend." And she says, "If they're still here on Monday, I'm making a phone call." And I can't blame her. It's on the car door. There's only okay, this much 2 feet easement, but it's still an eyesore to her. And you can't have that anyways. Car doors. I almost shit. I didn't realize it. I know, right, Dawn? You knew they were moving. This is what Scott and I said. He knew they were if he gave them notice. Hi, Janie. And he knew they were moving. Why wouldn't you? Okay. Hey, Tina Scott, I'm going to be listing the place. They're moving out. I'm going to list it at the end of March. Get everything in order. Yeah. Because they got the 30-day notice. So that means technically they probably got their notice last month, I imagine. But he never said a word to us. I don't know all the details. It's not my business. But to me, wouldn't it have been intelligent to get them out, walk the property, okay, this would, yeah. I mean, when I saw the pictures, it looked pretty clean inside, but the outside, yeah. Because he met. What landlord doesn't know what day their garbage comes? I've lived here 10 years, and that man had to ask me what day the garbage comes. On like Friday. He's had no offers. I asked him, any offers? I go, and he goes, no. I said, and he didn't sound too happy. Yep. He didn't sound happy. Yep. Something. I think he's just done with it. He's like, I'm over it. I'm over it. car parts all over the garage. License plates. Because the realtor goes, the one realtor, when she opened the garage, then the guy opened the garage today. I mean, I looked at him, I'm like, don't ask us to open our garage because we have a boat in it, you know? Well, he says, I didn't plan on asking you. They want, you know? And I go, do you want to see my garage? I have to go unlock it. I said, but I'm going to tell you right now, it's a mess. Yeah, see, here we have city garbage pickup. So each day is garbage pickup in certain neighborhoods. Yeah. Yeah. But he said, no, I don't need to see yours. And I'm like, okay. And when I almost died when he opened the garage. He goes, what's with, I bet you that he told me he counted probably 30, 40 license plates, state of Wisconsin license plates. They're just stacked, hanging on the wall. I'm like, well, yeah, he was selling cars out of his garage left and right. Are those spoons coming out? Weird. Yeah, let's see. Mine's city pickup. My garbage comes every Friday. 1 week is only garbage. The following week is every 2 weeks is recyclables. Yeah. Yeah. Chop shop. Yeah. So we'll see. We had one realtor tell us this place would be sold already if that side looked like me and Scott's side. I want a couple license plates. You want Wisconsin license plates, Dawn? Why? Oh, you can make birdhouses license plate? Hey, I never thought of that. Hey, I might keep it, Phil, man. There's enough over there. Especially if my cousin is gonna clean it, I'll be over there being nosy. Be like, wait, what's over here? Yep. Save him some money because you can't he'd have to take that all in. I told him bulk pickups this week. Bulk pickup is like I said, household goods. The following week, I said you can add 4 more extra bags on the curb. So this right now is good timing for us because I thought everything I was doing, I planned on doing, but I thought it was in April. That's a cool idea. Yeah. So I let him know about that because he doesn't live. Okay, he lives in Green Bay, but he lives way out of Green Bay. He's still no. Okay, if I can, I'll grab you too. Hi, Helen. Like I said, if they don't come back and clean it up, he said he's gonna let me know. My cousin can come and do whatever she does. So I'll grab a couple. I mean, the guy said that because he goes, the realtor goes to me and Scott because he goes, what the hell? This is one household that have so many damn license plates. He goes, I've been in garages where they kind of covered the garage walls with license plates, but they're all stacked. Some are hanging, and he said there's got to be 20 just in a stack, 6, 7 here, just kind of. And he can't let us peek because he can get in trouble. I'm like, "Can I look?" And he's like, "No, sorry." I said, "But he says it's chock full of car parts and metal." So I told my landlord, "Hey, I can get that taken care of for you if you want. It won't cost you a dime. My cousin will make, she'll be happy. So clean it up." I'll I have one for you. It's from Texas, Don. Cool, Texas. Texas, Texas. Yeah. Yeah, I'll save you a few, Dawn, if I can. If not, good night, Steph. I'll sneak over and just take a few tomorrow. Garage is wide open. Well, it's closed, but I'll go over. I ain't shy. What did they give me for stealing a license plate? Not on a car, technically. I don't know. Crazy. But yeah, it's disgusting. I don't understand it. Yep. Under the sea. I don't know what I want to do on this side. Clean and clear. I just can't get over the shit full of dirty diapers. Yeek. It just blew me away. That disgusted me and blew me away. I go in. I told Scott. I said, "Scott, I'm going in the house right now." He's like, "Okay." I said, "I'm going to go in the house and get physically sick." I just, yeah, kept saying, "Why? Why?" See what I'm thinking? What I'm thinking is one time their garbage cans alongside the house were so full that somebody called the city on them. Okay. And they probably were just too lazy to take care of it. So they thought the best opportunity was to throw it in the shed. And they knew Scott and I didn't use the shed. Yep. Oh, that's cool. So that's what she wants. Oh, that is kind of cool. Look at that. That's all license plates, guys. I'll get you one. So you only need one? I'll grab you two. So that's what Scott and I think is when they got turned to the city, um, it said they had to take care of all this garbage they had built up on alongside of their house. Two, please? Okay. That like I said, my cousin gets to get in there. I'll grab a couple. Um, that they just threw it in that shed. That's all I can think. That's all I can think is what they did. They just threw it in the shed. Said screw it. Mm. Where's the cat? I want a cat. Oh. Okay, she's a cat. She's gonna have a dog for a pet. There we go. Mm, yeah. hmm What you missed, Helen, is last Monday I got notice my landlord is put the place up I'm living in for sale. So I've been madhouse cleaning and going through stuff, which needed to be done anyways, because you have to understand the beginning of winter, my boneheaded neighbors next door to me unplugged the sump pump twice. My basement flooded twice. This wasn't the first time. The first time the basement actually flooded is when we lost power for 3 days. So me and Scott invested in a bunch of shelves, but there still is stuff that, you put down on the ground. So me and Scott got downstairs and got everything up as fast as we could again. So, because they plugged in, we found out today, I figured it out. They had no electricity in their garage over there. That side has no garage, no electricity in that garage. So they were running a extension cord from inside the basement to the garage. So instead of unplugging the garage, they probably unplugged the septic pump every time they needed to plug in something in their basement. Yeah. Because I'm like, what's this cord to me? And Scott, we're looking. Here's a cord running in the basement. And it goes right into the garage. And then I remembered that one didn't have electricity in it. Yeah. Yep. So I'm like, so instead of unplugging their garage when all their buddies were in and wanted and be out here working in the garage and then partying in the basement, they unplugged the sub pump. Because that side only has 2 plugins, 3 plugins in that basement tops. I asked D. He's like, yeah, there's only like set for the washer above the washer is a 4 where you can plug in, okay? And then one by the sump pump, and he believed one over by the furnace. Well, no, not really. I was talking to the neighbor on the other side of them today. She was outside, I was outside, and she walked. And when we got talking. They recently just moved in the house. Do I have to move? I don't have to move yet. I won't know unless um unless the new buyer doesn't want Scott and I as a tenant. We're still good to hear. And we talked to our landlord yesterday. He was here because me and Scott they moved out Saturday, and me and Scott kept on hearing beep 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 beep. Replace battery. Beep 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 beep. Then it's paused for like 20 minutes, and then you'd hear replace battery. Beep 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 beep. Then it'd be calm, and then you hear beep 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 beep. Replace battery. We heard that from Sunday till Monday, and Scott called him, and he showed up yet or Sunday, all day, Saturday into Sunday. We kept on hearing that. Beep 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 beep. Replace battery. Beep, 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 over and over and over. And so we asked the realtor that came through the first showing if they could put a battery. Scott handed him the battery. Here's a battery. Can you go put it in that alarm over there? Or can I go do it? And they wouldn't do it. They couldn't do it. She goes, I would call your landlord. So we got a hold of the landlord, and he was here an hour later and replaced that battery. Talk about annoying. Yeah. Norm goes, what is it? Scott goes, it's a fire alarm or your sump pump alarm. I live in a two-bedroom duplex, but I have it's a huge duplex. I have to admit, my duplex is pretty, it's long. I was so damn tired, I never even heard it. I told Scott I thought he was losing his head. I said, "You're losing your mind." I said, I wasn't hearing it." He goes, "No, come here." And I'm standing here waiting, and then I'd hear beep, 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 beep. Please change battery. But I didn't hear it. But he was up. He stayed up. On Sunday, I collapsed. On Saturday, I was so damn tired. I was out. Then I'd wake up, but I was not in down the hall or anywhere where I would hear it. Scott said he could hear it when he was down. You know, and when I was downstairs working, I had earphones in, listening to music through my phone, so I wasn't hearing it. But so he came and changed that yesterday because Scott called him. Because Scott goes, "I'll just ask somebody to change it when they come." I can't. No, we can't let you in. We can't do that. We can't touch anything. We only can. I'm like, oh my god. So because my thought process is this community shed, even if me and Scott didn't use it in the last 4 years. Wouldn't wouldn't that disgusting mess in that shed is a health hazard, in my opinion. Yeah. Oh, you guys are taking me in. Thank you. Hey, me and Scott almost moved to Branson, Missouri. Now his foster sister lives up here because where Scott used to work, they had a plant down in that area. It offered more money. Scott and I were really thinking about it. That was years ago, though. And I ain't going anywhere that it's not warm. That's what I told Scott. I'm done with this coldness. I want to go to let's move to South Carolina. I'm okay with South Carolina or North Carolina, one of the two. But I ain't moving to any place that's got snow and cold. I might as well stay where I am. I ain't moving to Florida. Nope, nope, Florida. No Florida. No California, no Florida. I wouldn't move because my grandkids are here. I couldn't leave my babies. I could not leave my grandkids. They'd probably leave me, and my daughter would leave me, but I couldn't leave my grandchildren. Yeah, here too. You want to hear? Is it Sunday? Sunday. Like I said, I've been busting my ass cleaning. Not, it didn't it just spring cleaning. Everybody does it. I'm just well, I plan on doing it anyways. And I'm glad I kind of got this because, um, we have bulk pickup where you can put more on the curb. And that's what I was waiting for. I thought it was in April. I would have missed it by a month. It's actually this Friday. So this happening was a good thing because it didn't cost me no money to do it. But, so I forgot what I was saying. Tiny home community. So Okay, this is what I'm saying. So Saturday, Scott went and got the trailer, and he made me dinner because I'm like he called me, and he was home. I was so mad. I was so mad at him because I'm thinking he's out at his buddies still at 7 o'clock at night. I am just getting because I'm in the basement. Okay, I'm just cleaning away, just cleaning away. And I am just getting madder and madder that he's not home from Mihai's yet because he said he'd be home by 3. He left at 2, be home by 3. That's what we agreed on. And I'm getting madder and madder because Scott's not home. It's 7 o'clock. I'm getting madder. He calls me at 7:30, and I'm like, I'm ready to go for a juggler, only to find out he was back in town by 3:30, back in the truck. I've got the wood splitter off at his dad. Ends up him and his dad end up chatting all that time. I'm like, you could have messaged me. And he goes, I'm at dad's. Come down or whatever. So he goes, I'm headed to the grocery store. And he goes, you want to go with me? And I'm like, no. I was ready to the point where I was quitting for the day. And I'm like, no. He goes, and he's like, and so he goes, have you eaten? And I'm like, no. He goes, okay, I'm gonna head to the grocery store, get you some soda. And I'm like, yeah, that would be nice. I don't know how many cans of soda I got left. Because I'm not in a good mood. Because I'm thinking he was still out at his buddies. And so so it's gonna be your birthday soon? Oh shoot, Helen, I was gonna send you a birthday card. Apologize if I didn't get oh my god. I meant to get the birthday card. It's been I'm sorry. Like I said, since last Monday when I got that notice, my head's been just clean, 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 get this all, And so he brings me home dinner. He brought bratwurst home. He even brought me cheesy bratwurst, which I like. Baked beans, and he made fried potatoes. He did a good job. And soda, and he brought me a flower. He brought me a rose. He said he thought he'd bring me a rose just in case he hands me a rose. Because I tell him, don't you buy me flowers. They die. Give me something. I said, give me something I can use. Flowers die. So he bought me one little rose. It's green, actually. He goes, comes in the door, and he hands me the rose. And he peeks around the door with his eyes, and he hands me the rose through it because I opened the door for him. He goes, am I out of the doghouse yet? And he goes, and I laughed because I didn't know Paul was with him, his buddy Paul. Paul goes, Scott invited me over for brats. And as a witness, that you killed him. Like, oh my God. Oh. He says he's been at his dad's all this time since 3 o'clock, 3:30. I said, what the hell were you and dad? But it was a good conversation him and his dad needed to have. So he said, Dad, I gotta go. Tina's gonna have my hide. He never thought of just like picking up his phone and messaging me, hey, I'm down at dad's. Just letting you know I'm back in town. But I laugh. All I see is a head and a rose. And then I hear Paul, Scott invited me for brats and a witness, so if you kill him. Just started laughing. But he made me stop. He's like, see, how do I put this? I was in panic mode. Okay, I'm in panic mode. I'm coming off it now. Because all I can think of, where the hell am I gonna find it? Where am I gonna live? Where are we going? That all runs through your mind. So I went manic. Phew! And then I get tunnel vision. Clean, clean, clean. Gotta get this clean. Gotta get yeah. I'm like a machine. And Scott said he only can control me when he's home. He left yesterday and he's like, "You need to stop." He came home and he goes, "You didn't stop, did you?" And I'm like, "No." It's like, "You need to stop. You're gonna hurt." And I hurt today. So I didn't do much today. You know, he's like, "You need to chill." "You need to chill," he said. But, and he's like, "Are we homeless yet?" I'm like, "No." Then here we go, you know. Norm said he's not giving us a notice. He goes and Scott talked to another person. The new owner has to give us 90 days. Norm has to give us 10 days to let us know we have a new landlord. That new landlord, if he determines not to keep us, has to give us 90 days. He goes, "So you have 100 days." And he says, "And if we really want to be pricks, we don't have to do anything because who's going to get a court hearing to kick us out?" Which means Scott wouldn't do, but there's that alternative too. Yeah. Well, that's just it. My mind, that's how my, he goes, no, he says to me, "Ah, this is how your grandfather felt when he told you to go paint the barn." I'm like, "Yep." Yep. I haven't been this way in a long time. Yep. You can always come her, make her a red cat. People. Yeah, she's a red. I don't know why I did her red. She was already, I thought her in some stuff I already colored, so I don't know what I was thinking when I did that, so I left it. Mm-hmm. Well, that's just it. I can recognize when I go when I get manic in my because I got manic and that mellow to whoo. Yeah, and I haven't got whoo in a long time. But Scott told me I was snappy at him. Quit being so snappy. I mean, we argued about me putting a box on his chair, for God's sakes. So we knew we needed a break. So on Sunday, we didn't do much. There wasn't much to do because I did it all Saturday and Tuesday. I mean, I went right to work on Tuesday morning when I woke up. I went right to it. I told Scott. Now, I don't know if this is true when you rent a duplex like I live in. Can you say I have 24 hours from a landlord to do an inspection of a place? Do you know what I mean? Like apartment buildings? Does that I like this is all things I don't know. If you lived in like I do, if they can still um request inspections in a duplex, because I know they do them in apartment buildings. Because I'd be a landlord. I would personally, I would not give them a good reference that just lived here, and I would request inspections of my tenants like every 6 months or every 3 months or something. Because I don't think I'd be a good landlord. Yeah. Because what I've seen, well, my lease, I don't have a lease anymore because my lease, I haven't signed a lease in 4 years. I'm month to month. No, six. We had a lease for 1 year, and then when he added water to when once D moved out, he decided to put water in his name. So now our rent went up, but our water went in his name, and that was God. I'd have to go get it. It's been that long. It's been a while, but we're month to month. Yeah. Well. So I don't know how that works. I don't know. Yeah. We have no lease anymore. We're month to month. But we have I don't know how that works when you go from month to month. Does the lease that you signed like 6 years ago still count when you're month to month? I don't know how any of that works. And you go online to find out, talk about losing your mind trying to find out your rights as a tenant. It's crazy. Not that I have an issue right now, but because we had a year's lease, and my understanding from a buddy of mine, he says that actually a landlord should go when a lease expires, he should actually come in and do another lease with you for a year. Technically, but he chose not to. No. So, ta-da! March. I started this March of 2021. Yeah. And I finished it March of 2022. But I did a lot of things in between. Shall we start at the beginning? I don't think there's anything in this. Yeah, so I don't know how that works. It usually is the original lease that the new lease is renewed. Oh, okay. So the one 6 years ago where he added in the water bill would be the lease we go by, not the one we signed 11 years ago. Because we signed one 11 years ago, and then about 6 years ago, I would have to get it out. He added the water in it. Everything basically stayed the same except the rent went from 700 to 750. And then it's been nothing since. Yeah. Okay, there's nothing in the envelope. Yeah. So this is the cover. Actually, that's the cover. You can tell I started this during COVID. Look at, I made a mask, girl. And then looks like that. It's the cover. I would look at everything you have in really fine print. The lease is okay. I got out the lease. And the lease is just a basic Office Depot, whatever renters lease. Check the box here, add a note there. Nothing major in our lease. Nothing. Yep. Date, it's just a standard everyday lease you buy at like an Office Depot. Yep. How does your garden grow? Because me and Scott pulled them out yesterday or the day before because I couldn't find the lease from 6 years ago. I could find the one we signed 10 years ago. And I said to Scott, I can't find the one we signed like 6 years ago. I couldn't find it. Scott filed it in a whole different place. We found it. Well, got a tag. We are making history. Pandemic. Then I did this side. And then I did the black and white with the little squares. So you can look through it and look to see colors like that way. Or look to see colors that way. And then there's this. And then over here it's pockets. Pull out a tag here. Tag there. Got the houses. And then this one slips here. History. Then you got tags that slip in the pockets here. Like that. Another tag there. And here. And then this way. And then I did it like this, where you can look through it like this. And then this. Thank you. And then I did it so it can look like that through that way. And then this way. Sir Alton John would like to make fabric suits. You're funny, Dawn. You guys see them okay when I'm showing them? Home is the nicest word there is. And I got tin tape. And then you flip. Flip. I'll put that eyeball there. So I said to Scott today, I said, after St. Paul, I went, okay. I said, when they're unloading at St. Paul, I want to run in the store. He goes, excuse me? I said, I want to go into St. Paul. He says, we're bringing in a donation, not taking things home. And I'm like, well, I need an 8x10 frame. I need a frame. He goes, you just got 5 frames coming and another 5. He goes, you got 5 frames yesterday. And I'm like, yeah. He goes, and you got another 5 frames coming Wednesday. I'm like, yeah. He goes, what the hell do you need another frame for? I said, I need 8x10 one. He just looks at me and goes, woman. I said, plus I need a soap dispenser. He goes, excuse me? I said, for hand soap, I want to get a soap dish, soap dish, another one. I need it blue or black. I want blue, light blue or dark blue. He goes, okay. You're the only woman I know that donates and then goes in and buys. And I'm like, well, yeah. So I did squares here and you open it like this. And then I have circles here. And then you look like circles there. It's kind of funky page. I tried to get it so the circles didn't line up with the squares so you see it like this. But then when you open it like this, you can see the square spots kind of through there. He just shook his head at me. Halloween. And I still didn't buy the Christmas ones yet. I will have those babies bought by next Christmas. Which probably come out with new ones. But I'll be a year behind and get cheaper ones. And then this is pockets. A tag. Another tag. Double-sided. Some more tags. Listen, Larry, ha ha ha. Listen, Larry. Listen, Linda. Listen. I still like that little boy. All I can picture is Coda saying, listen, Linda. Listen, or actually, listen, Diamond. Listen. See? There. Exactly. I ain't the only one. Helen does it to get 20% off coupon. I don't think my store does that. Almost. Because, see, I got my Van Gogh start. My bathroom is starting to come along. I got my other stuff today. I got another 5 frames tomorrow. And I want a new soap dispenser for my hand soap and my bar soap. I don't need a toothbrush holder, but I want, so I thought, yeah, I'll check the thrift store while I'm there. And I'm going to do a video once I get it done because it's almost done. I'm so happy. That made my day. Getting my frames. And then I ordered the next set of frames after I ordered the first set of frames because I liked them. So I ordered them right away. More little journal spots. I just colored them. Usually I would probably put something on the back of them, but there we go. I need Ben to go spread his. Don't tell Scott I got it and put it on the bed. Watch him come home in the morning going, what? The bedroom's supposed to be mine. Because Scott's got the bedroom. He decorated the bedroom because he likes tigers. But there's a tigers on the wall and a Van Gogh bedspread. Hey, it works for me. He did say my bathroom was looking cool this morning, though, because he didn't even notice. He woke up. He was sleeping when the person that came today to look at the place, and I'm like, I'm sorry, my husband's sleeping. Yum, nice. And I'm like, well, it was all Scott had tigers in his bedroom, and it kind of just went from his bedroom where when he lived with his parents 30 years ago into our bedroom, and I just let him have his way. I don't say nothing. I don't care. It's a bedroom. I only sleep in it. Now the rest of the house, me. But that is the book done. So March 2022. Love that book. Thank you. Oh, there you go, like that. Oh, that's cool. See, I want to get a blue one so I can add a design of Van Gogh on it. Because the set I found, which was actually I didn't like anyways, wanted $200 for it just because it had Van Gogh on it. I'm like, yeah, I don't think so. The next book I'm starting is one I got from Sabrina. She got this out of when they had the box special. Is one side's already done with her stuff, but you don't have to. Doesn't matter to me. I'll just do my own thing on it. So I was gonna buy a new journal. So I'll be working in this one. You have a plain page on one side and then hers on the other, but I'll do that. But I'm going to, before I start in this one, doodle. Because this is my black and white doodle where I just do black and white doodling. And this one, what was the, it's a delusion journal. It's Delusions journal. Yeah. Sorry, I'm reading. I'm catching up. Yeah, it's just a 12. Yeah, 12 by 9 delusion journal. Good night, Teresa. Yeah, I love the paper in these. Yes, great paper in there. Yeah, I love their paper in it. Yeah, it's the only one I usually. I was gonna buy one that Teresa gets. I think it's Diane Weekly's journal, but I never went with that one yet. Yeah, Teresa's here. I never bought that one yet. I've always gone when I went to buy a journal, went to Delusion. So, that is the black and white one. This is the black and this is the two because I bought two of the little like guest boxes from Delusion Arranger had. Sabrina got this journal in hers. And I bought 2 boxes and of course I got 2 black ones. So right now I've been working in this one also. And I got a couple things going on in this one already. We're gonna work in this one. But I will be right back. I gotta go use the ladies' room and go check at some sound I heard in my basement. I'll be right back. I don't know what that sound was. Couldn't find what it was, but okay, I'm back. So I started this one in April 2021. This one I didn't work in as much in. Let's see. I got all these images that I've colored, so I thought, what the hell? Oh, you know? Comfort. Okay. What else they called? Nice. I'm hoping to get one to hold my paper better. Well, when you buy her journals, the first thing I do, sorry, I'm catching up to chat. Usually, you're supposed to. I am reading. I'm going back now. I'm loving my Martha Stewart ruler. Okay, I'm going back. Okay, here, let's go back. Good night. Bye, Teresa. Nice, Teresa. I'll give you an extra time. I see you. Good night, Teresa. Tina, you could do so much. Tina, you could make so much money on them designs. How are you liking the new ruler? Did you say your stylish or black? Some of those pages are super cool. Thank you, Helen. Yes, they are. Good question, Christine. Helen, how was hubby's day? I'm loving this Martha Stewart. Used it to tear paper day. The Martha Stewart ruler. Helen, you know, what else they call? I'm trying to remember. Good supervisor. Yes, the Comfort Craft rule by WRMK. I'm hoping to get one. Oh, have some rulers look like that. Yes, they do look like the Mexican sweetbread Comfort Craft ruler. Yes, Helen, yes. You're not reading my messages, Tina. Nope, she's not, Helen. Haha. Love the dots. LOL. I was downstairs, ladies. I caught up now. Are y'all here yet? Okay. So when I get a new journal, according to Diane Rively in her class, because I've taken a few of her classes, is you're supposed to go in and you find a page that is double like this. Okay. And you don't have to take them all out, but go through it. Listen, Linda. And take a few of them out. Lawson. So go maybe 5 in, take one out, go another 5 in, take another, I usually don't do that. So, but you're supposed to find the ones that are doubled. Like here's a double one where both pages are like this. And you're supposed to pull it out. Yep. I don't do it. Which my cover mix? This one? This one I haven't did yet. This one? Which cover? I don't know. No. Okay. It's supposed to be like air balloons. Guys are... You're laughing so hard, I can imagine you are. She don't even know what we're talking about. Because she ain't paying attention. Rolling, rolling, rolling down the river. Okay. Why that's in my head, I have no idea. Well, I don't know. They're just something she had, I colored. I thought they were cool looking. And I'll put a button. Just wait, you don't think that's weird? I refuse to stamp on another one of her images until I use these. So we're working with the ones I already got colored. Okay, that's the game plan. And then, here, Dawn, get your head out of your ass. It's not a hat. She's got snarky ones. Busy. Okay, there we go. I don't want them in there. That looks cool right there. Put them right there. I'll put this one right here. No, I just thought he'd get a charge out of that one. She's got some snarky little comments on stamps I got of hers. Never. No, your head's in the cloud outside in Colorado. Sniff in the air! That's what's happening. Colorado Mountain, Colorado Rocky Mountain High. Almost screwed that up. So what have I missed? Anything exciting on YouTube? Any videos I need to go watch? Anything? Clean mountain air. Yeah. Mm-hmm. That I should pay particular. Did Helen do her video yet? About her birthday challenge? I can't even comment on Helen, so I have to wait till she goes live yet to see if I can comment. I mean, I tell you, she blocked me. Somebody took your new chair in your craft room. What your kids, your son, one of your children needed a chair to play game, a gamer chair, and they're gonna like, oh, we'll take mom's. That'd be something my kid would do. I'll be honest. You unblocked me? Okay. Alrighty, I'm unblocked. Woohoo! I can go on Helen's channel. I might have quota tomorrow. I don't know. I forgot to mention. Ask Diamond. He says, can I come to your house Wednesday? And I told him we will see because I didn't know what me and Scott's whole schedule and everything was going on. And I figured I'd hear from him today. I didn't hear from him today. You're going to do a birthday spring video? Yeah. I said, I haven't watched any. I've been so busy. I haven't watched anybody's videos. Caught a few little lives when I was taking a break, but most of the time I've been busting butt. So these are stickers. I colored these. Oh, come on. And you can tell they've been stickers for a while. So I don't know if there's new challenges out there, new tutorials, nothing. I haven't caught up on anybody's stuff yet. I'm busy. Busy. This is the first time I crafted since my birthday. 14 or 7 days ago. Scott turned around and told me before he left work, go to your craft room. Bingo cards, yeah. I got mine on Amazon. I think they were like $4 something. Let's go. Alrighty. Ooh. You can't find a bingo game at a thrift store, Helen? Can you use the little thing? Yeah, I did color them. Yeah. Yeah, I would check your thrift store and see if they have a bingo game. You don't need the cards, you just have them pick the numbers. Like, and just use the, like, the shaker thing and 17, you know? Oh. When you doing your bingo? I know, 2 p.m. When? What date? When? On your birthday? Shut up. Today. Oh, today? At 2? Oh, okay. Is today your birthday? Son of a gun. Happy birthday. Oh my God. I hate this life of mine right now. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Helen. Happy birthday to you. God, you can tell my week sucks. I didn't even realize what the date was. Man, I thought today was 14th. Man, I missed 2 days. I tell you, since I got that landlord thing. Thank you. You're welcome, I should say. My mind has not been. Yeah. Hopefully I can make it because I'll try to be there. I can't promise because Scott and I are gonna try to get a load of my Goodwill or St. Vincent de Paul load stuff in, and Scott's works. He's at work right now, and we want to. They open from 11 to 2 or 11 to 5. So if I don't make bingo, it's not because I didn't try. I'm on Scott's schedule, and I want my living room back because we're trying to get one load in tomorrow, and then probably the basement on Thursday. Because right now I can't. I want my living room back of everything I decided to go through upstairs. I even went through my clothes yesterday. Scott's like, I said to Scott, "You're next." And he's like, "What? You're going through? That man has more clothes than me." Dawn's gonna have to message me tomorrow morning going, "Hey, make sure you message Sabrina and wish her a happy birthday, because I'll forget." That's how my week's been. I've been nonstop. Yeah. You have to do what you have to do to make the bills. That's what Teresa does. She does DoorDash. She makes good money. So I talked to Teresa a little bit yesterday, and she was at the bank, and I told her, while you're at the bank, can you get 300,000, 400,000 out while you're there for me? Send it my direction. I do know one thing. The people that I've come to look at this place are very young, 30 and under. I had one guy that was probably in his 50s, 60. The rest have been very young. And the realtor that came yesterday, he had a cool car. So I asked him what it was Tesla. And hi, Nix. Hi, Nikki. Nix, crack the corner. And I asked him, like, what type of car is that? And he goes, Tesla. And I'm like the type you plug in? I've never seen one. So he kind of talked about his car. And we were talking about the place I live in. And he said, because he had actually two clients with him looking at the same place yesterday. And both of them are under 30. And they expected to walk into a place that didn't need nothing done. Like, they could just buy it, put it in a newspaper, and rent it. And then I'm like, I don't even know if there's any offers or any takers on this yet. And he's like, none. I'm like, really? And he goes, yep, because they're all young, thinking they're all going to buy a place that has no issues. He goes, the guys that were just here, they want a unit where they don't have to stick no money into it. And, they can just put a rent sign in front and put it up for rent and make the money. Now me, I said, if I was going to look at places, wouldn't you think you'd have the finances, before you go shopping? I mean, I don't know. Me and Scott, when we went to buy our house a few years ago, we actually had money. We got the loan. We just had to find a place. Because the lady today, she was so mad because she got told she needed 30% down. 30% of a $230,000 loan. Just And then I guess when you buy a rental unit, I didn't know this either. So interesting when you talk to realtors that you need 6 months worth of house payments in a bank in an account escrowed in. And I'm like, what? 6 months? You have to have 6 months in an escrow account for so many years. So if you don't get a tenant, I'm like, oh. Well, these two guys and this woman, they weren't, because they're like, eh, he said, I don't even know why they bought. He's like, he kind of said they wasted my time. He found out afterwards because he was, and I'm like, damn. Yep. Because the Tesla's guy, as I call him, his name is Eric. Him and I got talking, and Scott and we talked about an hour. And I said, I can't get over the age. They're all so young. He goes, yeah, with, how do you put it? Young with beer dreams, or Kool-Aid dreams, thinking that they'll go in, they'll get a loan, put it in and put it up for rent and make an income. But what they don't know until they go sit with a banker, and I told him that, but then he goes, the three that were just here, they expected it to be livable. It is livable, but there's work. He and his wife are retiring down south. He was retiring within a year to 2 years, and he wants just to get things in order. So if it and he told us that he wants it was not he just wants to and the market being so good right now is why he's doing it. But market's good, but he not getting any good and when the thing is there's on the other side the basement wall's cracked, the foundation's totally cracked all the way. The whole little footage. And I had a guy who was so funny yesterday. I'm in my I'm in my bedroom folding my laundry on our bed, because I'm catching up on the regular house chores after I did no, First of all, I don't want a $230,000 loan, and I don't even think Scott and I would qualify for that much. Secondly, the foundation on the other side, um, the whole foundation in the basement's cracked. It leaks water, like massive, every time it rains. Yeah. That foundation on that side, you're looking at about $60,000 to fix it. Like, I call him the Tesla guy. He told me easily $100,000 just to get this looking good, and another probably 40,000 to 50,000 to fix the basement. Yep. He goes, "Because the thing is, this place is 55 years old, original windows, original cupboards. My side hasn't had new carpet in probably for 20 years. The only thing he told me on the other side, because I haven't been on the other side since Dee moved out, is he put new carpet on. That's it. Everything on the other side looks exactly like when Dee lived there, except new carpet, which is Al Cheapo carpet, which he probably just walked in a local like Home Depot and bought a roll and put it in. The cheapest carpet, and it's ugly ass brown. It's shag and ugly ass. He said this was his word. Um, my oh, what did he say? My bathroom floor linoleum is crap. It's got pieces missing. And when they tear up that, they probably have to put a new subfloor down on them in my bathroom. Yeah, there's a lot of work in this. And then I laughed because there was this guy came yesterday. He was old. He was the oldest one I saw of the bunch, oldest one. And he startled, I'm doing my thing. I'm folding my laundry. And he goes, "Excuse me." And I turn, I'm like, "Oh, I can get out of your way." And he's doing this bouncing in my bedroom. He's going bouncing. And then he's bouncing in the kitchen. And then he's bouncing down the hallway. And I'm kind of peeking out my bedroom, looking at Scott at the other end, going, "What the hell?" He walks so many feet and then he'd bounce. And then he walks so many feet and he'd bounce. And he did it in every room. He even asked Scott if we could move our coffee table. Scott goes, "Okay." So we moved our coffee table. He moved it out. He went in, bounced there, and then helped Scott move the bouncy table back or the table back. And I asked him because then he went to the basement, and then he's like, and then me and Scott are like, "We're not the seller. Our land should." Personally, I don't. I looked at I look at the realtor. I go, "I don't know what to do. We live here, but what are we supposed to answer these questions or not?" And so our landlord put us in a position. So Scott went down and said, "Yeah, sir, what can I help you with? Do you know if these cracks get water in? Because we have these little cracks, so they look like veins on our basement floor." He goes, "Yeah, a little bit." And he goes, "I hate when because our basement ceiling is finished. If there's a leak, they're gonna have to cut it out." He goes, "I hate when they cover everything." And so he went and checked out the rest of the basement, came up, and then he goes to the other side. And then you see the realtor leave, and then you see him, and me and Scott are outside, and then he comes back and talks to Scott and I. And I said, "What was with you going around doing the bouncing?" He goes, "I was checking the flooring." He goes, "There's a lot of soft spots in that whole duplex on both sides. And that other side, uh, once he said, I knew I was out as soon as I saw that crack going from one end of the foundation all the way around. The whole side of that foundation is from the front half all the way around to the back half now." Yep. And I'm like, "Damn." So, I would be my landlord. I'd get Sure Dry Basement in here, who is this basement company locally, they advertise all the time. Have them come in, get an estimate, have the estimate there, drop that off the asking price so they knew what it's gonna cost to fix that basement over there. But, yep, I knew that was going to be a low. He needs somebody that's buying it sight unseen, but you can't void even in pictures that basement over there, because he asked if we could. He goes, "Can I pull the shelf out here?" So Scott and him pulled the shelf out on our side, because they went to that side, and then he came back to our side. They re-knocked, and Scott goes, "Yes." He goes, he would like to see the basement again. So we let him back in the basement, and then he said to Scott, "Can we move one of these shelves out so I can look at the basement wall?" So Scott and him moved out 2 shelves that I just moved in at, they hold my, like, my, like, big appliances, like my mixer and stuff, and, he wanted to see. And then he moved my game shelf, one in the corner and then one in between. And then he moved them out. Yep, and he goes, because he wanted to recheck. He says there's too much money, as he put it, and this is what he does. He buys to rent them. Because he was, like, talking to Scott and I, he goes, "Would you guys be interested if I stay, if you stayed?" And I said, "If you don't raise my rent too much, yeah." And we're chit-chatting because that's what he does. He due the fact that we lived here for 10 years, it'll be 11 at the 1st of April, 11 years. And he's like, "Yeah, I'd like tenants that stay for a while." And I know, it's getting, um, a little annoyance, personally. As long as my landlord gives me 12, it's actually 12 hours, but he's giving us 24. Matter of fact, I didn't even check my phone. Let's see. Do I got any tomorrow? Let's see. Nope. No showings for tomorrow. So that's cool. 11 years. Yep. 11 years. But yeah, he was telling Scott and I, he goes, he's better off. He says he's better off clearing this up and selling the lot to build on than fixing. And he was telling us, as he's a landlord, he gave us his, he, uh, he gave us his card. That's why he stuck around. He handed to me and Scott a business card. And he goes, "Well, if you have to move, give me a call. I'll see what I can find for you." He goes, "You got 11 years as a tenant who pays a rent. I ain't gonna sneeze at that." Because I was telling him, I said, "We'd like a place like this, kind of close to the neighborhood." I said, "My father-in-law," we were telling him. So he's like, "Here, have my card. Here's my card." I said, "And we haven't found anything because we want to be prepared." Yep. So we got a heads up on it if we have to move. He said he'd find us a place. Yeah. Nice guy. Like he said, how do you put it? If he dropped the price on this joint, and he's like, and he said he was gonna inquire. That's what he said. "I'll still inquire. But if he ain't gonna drop the price," he goes, because he said, "Would you guys want me to prepare anything?" I said, "I would like my floor and my bathroom done. Carpet, I don't care. I mean, yeah, I would love new carpet, but you know what? I could care less. I'm more worried about the bathroom floor." And he checked the tub real good. It was like, I mean, this man knew what he was doing. You could tell this is what he was an investor, like Dawn says. Nope, because Dawn says, um, that's what she says, like Dawn says, an investor. But he was the first one I could tell that actually was, the young people walk through, and Like, "Oh, it's a nice room. Oh, look at all her crafts." And I'm like, "That's what you're paying attention of?" You know? Then we had one people that walked through, and they're like, "How much is the month for rent for here?" Yeah, I did tell him I want, because he said if he purchased this, he said if he could get a good deal on this, he would be putting new windows in 1 year. Within a year, he'd have new windows in by summer. That'd be the first thing he'd do, and then get central air in, and then he'd get sure dry in to get that basement done before he said before he would wanna rent that side, he would have to fix that side. Yeah. But yeah, I had a yeah, the young ones. "Oh, is this a," I was like, I really wanted, I told Scott, because I was sitting down in my bedroom, and when the young guy goes, one kid goes, "Oh, is this a closet?" As he's opening it, I'm like, "No, it leads," I wanted to go, "No, it leads to death." Scott goes, "What?" I said I wanted to go so bad. "No, it leads to my dungeon. You wanna go down there?" 'Cause they were downstairs. So it's like, no. It's a, you already saw bedroom A, you already saw bedroom B, it's across from bedroom B, and, you're like, "Is this a closet? What else would it be?" You know? He didn't say, we didn't discuss that. We didn't get into that. Yeah. That, yeah, dying Nelly, haha, yeah. But I told Scott, I said, I told Scott, "I got the closet clean because I was not comfortable, okay, I'm sorry. This is still my home, but I wasn't comfortable with them opening my closets, you know? I just didn't think get they opened my pantry closet. They opened my my bathroom because outside my bathroom is a closet. It has my towels, my sheets, and my extra like shampoos and stuff, and my medicine. So I was like, I wasn't kind of I that was uneasy to me. I get they have to take a walk through. So I cleaned that closet out last night, and I told Scott I wanted to hang one of my dolls in it when they opened it. Scott's like, "No!" And I'm like, "Please, let me, please." I said, I was like, I really wanted to hang one of my dolls because I'm thinking, of course, it's like, I mean, and you could tell instantly it's a closet. It's not a big ass door, it's a small one. Told Scott I was gonna put our sex toys in there. I said, I moved our sex toys. He goes, "What?" We don't have any. But he's like, "What?" Oh, yeah, you should talk to your husband when he comes home from work, because I told him, I said, "I cleaned the towel closet," asked Dawn. I messaged Dawn last night saying, "Dawn, how many towels do you think 2 grown-ass adults need?" I bet you 150 washcloths. I bet you 50, 60 body towels. And, um, it's like, so I got rid of a lot last night out of that closet. I so wanted, and so I said, "This guy, I cleaned the closet. I put our sex toys in there." And he goes, "Okay, honey." And then he goes, "What?" You liar. Yes, you do. Well, that's what I said. Well, thing is I discovered, and I messaged both my kids. I still have the kids' towels because this is the way I was a mother. I bought 12 towels for each kid, 12 washcloths for each kid. They each had their own color. Okay. So Diamond had her color. She got to pick her color. Xavier picked his color. And then I had a color. And then Scott had a color. And then I had these oddballs in between. And the kids never took their towels when they left. So I messaged them. I'm like, "You guys want your damn towels?" Xavier's like, "No, mom, I bought new towels when I moved in here." I said to Diamond, "Do you want your towels?" She's like, "No, I just bought new towels." So guess what? They went in a bag last night for St. Vincent's de Paul. Somebody can have a bunch of towels because I filled up one garbage bag full of towels. I had went through the sheet closet, folded, and you know what? I washed my sheets. I'll do me and Scott's bedding. I'll put the same sheet on. I don't pull one out of the closet. So I said to Scott, "I did the sheet closet." And he goes, "Yeah." I said, "I still had sheets in there for Xavier's bed, and he ain't even here. He's been gone for 6 years." And uh, what else did I get rid of? Um, so I got rid of full size and queen and twin size sheets last night. So that's done. I only kept 2 sheets. I only kept 2 sets of sheets, one on the bed and 2 in the closet. Figured that's all we need. But I'm like, the things you keep until you really actually go to clean, really deep clean like I have been doing. I remember I was in the basement. Yeah. Well, that's why I kept 7 towels for me and 7 towels each. So I figured that gives me and Scott, because always wrap my head in one, and then I dry with one, and then sometimes I grab an extra one. So I kept 7 for him and 7 for me, and I figured in between if the grandkids are here. Awesome. And then I kept Riley's little towel that you can go over her head. That's the only extra towel I kept, was a little towel for a little kid. She's the only one that's tall enough, short enough to use it. On that, I got rid of everything. You know, and then, so I literally just redone the top 2 shelves in my closet with baskets from Dollar Tree not long ago. So all my Band-Aids are in a basket and nice and oh, awesome! Ain't smelling that smell anymore, Dawn. I almost was gonna rewash all my clothes. Yep, yep. That's what Scott said to me. He's like, "We need some beach towels." Yep. Yeah, I washed my bedding like I said I was going to, and when I crawled in last night, I sniffed it right away. Nope, I'm not smelling that smell. And then I did a load of laundry of just Scott and I's. Matter of fact, this sweater right here was washed in that because I wear this all the time. Nope, not smelling that smell no more. So whatever Tide did, man, I haven't had. Yep, ain't that crazy? Mm. Told Scott I almost wanted to rewatch all my clothes. Everyone told me, yep, yep. Yeah, awesome. I love it. Yeah, that's one thing I said, Scott. If we do have to move into an apartment, I want where, because there are places where you can have laundry in your home. I am not running. I'm too damn old to run the laundry mats anymore. Ain't happening. Yep. Ain't it crazy? I still think I was losing my mind for about, because what, me and Scott, it's only Scott and I. We don't have a lot of laundry, and I buy one of those big buckets, and I've been spelling that for over, I bet you, 2 months. Because it takes me about 2 months to use one of those big pod buckets. Yeah. Yep. Sniffing my laundry. Yeah. Even, yeah, small stacker unit. Yep. Well, this apartment where my Tim and Leah used to live, they had washer and dryer that fit their own washer and dryer in. And that's not a bad apartment complex. I told Scott that's where I want to go if we had to move in an apartment, because they were big and nice. They had an upstairs and a downstairs. I mean, they had an upstairs, and it was 3 bedroom, upstairs and downstairs. And we would only need the 2. which is one bedroom upstairs, and a bedroom upstairs. But they had a closet where you open it was washer and dryer. You do laundry all the time? Yeah. I already filled up a basket just cleaning today. Yeah, an apartment. Yeah, it's more like, that's they're apartments, but there's only, like, 4 in one little thing, and then it's 4 more, and then 4 more. Um, I'd have to hang on, I'll go write the name of this laundry detergent down real quick. I have to go downstairs. I have 4 of that left, but it was driving me crazy. Very back. I brought the whole container because there's only 2 left in it. Okay. This. And you figure there's 48 packs, capsules in this. So you figure if I do laundry, 1 load of mine, about 2 loads, that's including towels. And it's got, so say 3 loads a week. This stuff lasts for a while for us. Buying a big container like this for Scott and I. And I've been smelling this smell. And I kept on telling him, like it was a toss up of I was like, "What's the smell like?" I said, I swear Lucy's peeing on my clothes, but I can't figure it because that's what I kept on thinking I was smelling cat urine. It's the best way I could describe it. I'd go down and clean the damn litter box. In the middle of the winter, I cleaned the litter box, bought a whole new litter box, thinking, okay, I clean her litter box daily, if not every other day if I happen to forget. Good night, Jen. And I'm thinking, I know my cat's 10 years old, it's bound to happen, And but it was only I was the only one smelling it. Scott wasn't smelling it. I mean, I had Diamond sniff my laundry. She's like, "I don't know what you're smelling. I'm smelling clean laundry." So I've been going nuts for like 2 months. So I finally said I'm like buying new. I needed to buy it because there's only like 4 or 5 left in this when I did laundry. So I knew I needed new laundry detergent. So like I ain't buying this stuff because I said it has to be this hygienic, clean, heavy duty. They changed it because every one of these at Walmart when I went had this hygienic, clean, heavy, 10 times duty, 10 constant cleaner activities, whatever. So I bought Gain this time. But For 2.5, 3 months, all my clothes have been driving me crazy. I've been took the one time I couldn't take it anymore, I went and washed my clothes in Dawn dish soap because I couldn't take it no more. Yeah. I rewashed a whole load of clothes thinking, yeah, and it came out smelling the same. I literally washed the clothes twice. Yeah, I was losing yeah. So I said to Scott, "It has to be this Tide, it has to be." So he's like, "Buy something else." So I bought Game with lilac scent, and guess what? I am not smelling it no more. Yeah. So now all my clothes that I got washed, but I refused to do me and Scott's bedding until I had new detergent, and I got that Saturday night. What the heck? When did Scott run me to Walmart? Sunday. Yep, because yep, 11, yep, I got the Game with lavender. Sunday, because I did the bedding at this Monday night. I did the bedding yesterday when he was at work. I couldn't go to sleep until I got done. But yeah, I was sniffing it as soon as it came out. I sniffed it as it came out of the washer, and then I sniffed it as it came out of the dryer. So, oh, I was going back to extra because I used extra because it was affordable. When you're on a budget raising kids, I would buy like you could buy that extra in the jugs 2 for $5. Yeah. I mean, me and Scott don't have a lot of laundry. I'm gonna buy those scented beads you told me about, Dawn. Now, do you put the scented beads in the washer or the dryer? See, we're chit-chatting, I'm not even crafting anymore, but this is fun. I'm okay with that. Are you guys okay with not watching me do anything and chatting? 'Cause I forgot what I was gonna do. That blends in too much. Yeah. Well, I know there's things you can throw in a dryer too. That's what I was asking. Yeah, I use dryer sheets too. I didn't quit using dryer sheets because I know that Scott bought different dryer sheets because I had him pick them up for me. Told him it was out of dryer sheets, swing in, and my husband just buys. He didn't call and say which one do you want. He just picked the box and came out. So I thought maybe it was that, but it wasn't. And yeah, I just can't believe that. It's like I told Scott, if this stuff smells, then I said, if I still smell what I'm smelling, because nobody else was smelling it. That's what's weird. And he goes, I don't know what to tell you. I said, then I'm going to go down to dad's and wash my clothes. Because then it means it's in the water or something in the dryer when it's dry. It's one or the two. And I already talked to my father-in-law about it. He's like, yeah, you could come in if you need be. But he's like, "Why?" And Scott was telling him, and Dad smelled. So even the father-in-law, he's like, "I don't know what you're smelling, girl." Ever since, I guess, since my COVID. But I was out of Scott, Sam, Diamond, and the kids, I had it the worst because I still have. Sometimes I don't have. I can't taste. Yeah, this is the first time I ever bought the Tide with this. So if I can find Tide without this right here, I think it's this right here, this hygienic clean. So if I can just find Tide, because I prefer Tide, I'll be honest. If I can find it without this, I might just go back to the liquid. Oh, I used to have a good sniffer on me. I can't smell. Today I smelled though. I told Scott, man, I guess even when your sniffer's off, you still can smell dirty ass, nasty ass diapers in a shed because they made me gag. So my sniffer wasn't that bad. I said, Jesus, I can't smell my own. I'm smelling bad scent all over. And then I smell this and it's, you know, that I could smell. We got that door so quick. I said to Scott, then I'm like, we need to take pictures. I said, no. I said to Scott, is it a dead body? Scott goes, what? He goes, you watch too many crime shows. I said, I don't put that place up on the market not to sell real quick. Dead body, fountain shed, neighbors move out. So I told Scott, I made Scott go take it back. He put his mask on that has a respirator, those little canisters you screw in that one mask. He's the one that went on and took pictures, not me. I wasn't back out there. I want my rent lowered. Somebody was killed in the shed. Now I'm gonna see people. I see dead people now. Wouldn't they have to report that to a future seller? I don't know how that works. Put a blow up doll out there. I was like, how disgusting. Yeah, I don't have the answer. It's like, when Scott called Norm about it, I could hear him. Scott's on the phone with Norm, and I heard Norm go, "What?" And Scott goes, "They threw garbage in this shed, and it's full, and it's diapers." And Tina says she's not cleaning it, and neither am I, unless you pay her goddamn good money, and she ain't gonna do it either. I wouldn't do it for any money right now. There's no money right now that he could offer me to go out and clean that shed. No money. No money. No, 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 no. Mm-mm. I was alright. Mm. No, no, no money. There is no money that man can offer me at this moment. No, to go out and clean that shed. Nope, none. Mm-mm. He says to Scott, "Why did you guys quit using it?" He goes, "We didn't. When you can't trust your neighbor, the only thing that community shed was supposed to be for is like outdoor toys. Like I had like a little tyke slide I'd put in there and a lawnmower. You know, they ran with it. I said there's motor parts in there. Scott says garbage bags full of dirty diapers. He goes, how do you know there's dirty diapers? He goes, because animals and critters got in them. They've been out there a while. And yeah, man, I'm like, whoa. Alpaca balls? Okay. Okay, what do you use alpaca for? Okay, I'm gonna go up and see what I missed here. Oh, well, yeah, okay. You Helen, my guys have very sensitive to me. I have the nose for hound dog. I'm glad you know it's tied. I can smell dead mice and dirty diapers a block away almost. Ha ha ha. Outhouse, nice talk. Well, alot there. I use wool balls. What do you use wool balls for? In a dryer? I've never heard of that. Oh, see, I use a tennis ball. That's kind of cool. I never heard of that one. See, I don't like wool, so that wouldn't work for me. Hmm. Ooh. Keep the static down. Gotcha. But I like being highly electric. Zap my husband when I kiss him, which happens a lot. We're gonna leave that. I'll add to it more later. Let's flip. Oh. Okay. Oh, this body's too big. I can't use that one for this one. Zap, zap. See, suck it on the wall. Zap, zap. I remember this friend of ours. He's a city boy, okay? And he's older than me. And you know what electric fences are? Like going around farms so the cow gets out, it zaps it a little bit. He says, and my mom said she'll never forget it. And my mom told me, he says, "Is that electric fence?" And I'm like, and I pop up. My mom says I'm about 8 years old. I'm like, touch it and see if it is. So he did. My mom said I almost died. Oh my God, he goes, why would you do that? And his name is Steven because I still see him and I still tease him about touching the electric fence after I told him, go ahead. Because my mom said I went, go ahead, see if it is. Touch it, see if it is. I knew better, but he did touched it. He's also the same kid that walked in the house, asked my grandfather for a glass. So my grandfather gave him a plastic glass, thinking he was going to the garden hose to fill up his glass for a drink of water, because we had an old zinc out of the bathroom that my grandpa put out in the yard. Here's the zinc, and it's got pretty flowers going around it for a bird bath. And we watched him get the glass, and he walked to the other side of the building, and when me and my grandpa were like looking at him because my grandpa hired him to help earn some cash. He wanted to earn some cash, him and Timmy. So they were doing wood. And he watched Steven walk over to that zinc in the middle of the flower patch and turn on the faucets to think that it was gonna run water out. And my grandfather lost it. Man, that man laughed his ass off. And he says to Timmy, he goes, "What, do we have to turn this on somehow?" And Timmy goes, "It's a bird bath, you dummy." "Oh, what would you think it would be?" And I remember thinking, and I was about 14 then, thinking to myself, I am never gonna marry anybody from the city. Okay, but hope it's nothing too tragic that your phone's ringing at that time. All right, Dawn. I just remember thinking, I'm gonna marry me a country boy, man. I ain't marrying no city slicker because I tell you, they're dumb. But guess what? I married a city slicker, and guess what? He's not dumb. My husband's a very smart man. But I just thinking, could I ever call it? I've been on here how long? I don't know. How long I've been on here? Almost 2.5 hours. Yeah. But that's what's been going on with me. If you all been wondering where in the hell I've been, that's what's been going on. I'm gonna get back in my routine. I'm off my sleeping habit again. But oh well. Okay, nothing I can do about it until I get back. I'm in a way to get things done, but at least the calm is down. Yeah. The calm. I'll wait for Dawn to come back. If she comes back. If she doesn't come back in 15 minutes, I'll call it a night. She's like, I left. Thank you. Like, I just kind of just putts. I like it. Whoa. Oh, no. Okay. I thought I lost you guys. Did I lose you? Come on. What did I just do? Okay, I didn't lose you. I thought I lost you. What I do is, you can see I just do pages. I'll sit and doodle, and then I'll go back, and then I decorate them, and I'll go back, and that's why it takes me so long to get through them, because I just do pages, and then I'll go back and I'll add to them. And then I'll go and add images. You don't have to do a lot to them, you know. Like this one, my other one, I don't think I'll add any images to the black and white one, because I kind of like how it just looks going through the the doodles and just seeing it like this. That I'll probably just leave it like this, and I won't add anything to them. I think it'd just be cool to have a black and white book. And all I do is, I find a stencil. And I got a bunch of new stencils I bought Teresa not long ago. Oh, let's see. Oh, let's see. Here's a new one I got from Teresa. Here's a new one. Oh. I get a white pen or white paint pen. Right now I'm using a Jelly Roll. I like these. Teresa gave me a Jelly Roll to try, and I bought some. They're really cool. I would love to do white pages where it's just white and do the opposite with a black pen. I might have to make that. I just kind of line it up. Looks good. And I'll just I usually take this one out to Diamonds, and I'll just open my stencil, and I'll just grab a bunch of stencils, throw them in a bag. And so when I'm out at Diamonds and I wanna do something, I'll sit there, watch the kids, 'cause that one day I couldn't go in the pool because I had swimmer's ear. I got an infection, so I was out there watching the kids, and they wanted to go in it, and I always bring something for me to do. So when I'm watching the kids, even if it's at night, I bring my set of markers and my coloring books, or I brought this out with a bunch of stencils, and I just sat there and did that while I watched the kids. And when they were in the pool that day, kind of look up, yep, they're good, they're not drowning, and go back doodling. And Sam brought me the picnic table over with shade. Oh, I love stencils. Teresa was getting selling a bunch of stencils. She told me she was going through her stencils again, and I'm like, I'll take them. And so I did buy them. If anybody was curious, they weren't given to me. I bought them. Some are paper, some ones that she made off her crickets. We don't have many anymore. That's the whole thing. I'm not getting rid of my crowd. Even me, Scott already and I already decided 2 bedroom, just so I have my room. I need this room, and he knows I need this room. Like he said, I need a garage, you need a room. So we're prepared. Something. We are prepared. We're not panicking. I was panicking. I went through the panicking phase when I got that notice from my landlord. And then after I found more details out and found out I wasn't, now I'm not panicking. I'm just gonna work with what we got and see what happens down the road. But hey, I got my spring cleaning done. I just I feel like you have to wash everything. Did you have a washer? Yeah. I remember Diamond's washer died, okay? And and Diamond has a family of 6. And I was feeling so bad for her that I said, "Diamond." She's like, "What?" I said, "Well, load up my washer. You can take my washer home." Her dryer worked fine because Diamond has to do laundry every day, or she never catches up. So she's constantly washing clothes. I said, "You can take my washer home." She goes, "What are you and Dad gonna do?" I said, "I'll just go down by Grandpa's. It's only 2 loads a week that me and Dad have. If." I said, "'Cause I can't wash my clothes with Scott's clothes, so I have to wash me and Scott's clothes separate because of his work clothes. Now, if he's not wearing work clothes, he can throw his clothes in with mine, but his work clothes get washed separate because of the paper, whatever he works with." Um, I used to didn't care. Oh, I throw his jeans with my jeans, and I kept on getting little bumps on my skin, and I'm like, so we went through that phase. So then my doctor's the one that suggested me not washing Scott's clothes because I changed detergent. And I went through the whole spiel and I was still getting them. So he's like, "Are you washing your clothes with Scott's work clothes by chance?" I'm like, "Yeah, if I do jeans or t-shirts, yeah, I'm throwing his," and he's like, "Quit washing your clothes with Scott's work clothes." So it's something that he works with in the paper industry that was giving me the a little rash. So, now he throws, like, say, if he's home tomorrow and because he showers every morning, I wake up to hearing a shower when he works nights and in days too. Um, he'll, like, his pajamas, he'll throw on his jammies, pants, I call them, those comfortable ones. He can throw them because it's not work, but his work clothes, we wash separate I wash separate. So it's like, between Scott and I, we're lucky we have a load a week or 2 loads a week. So I said, you can take my washer home." I said, "We'll load it up, we'll bring it out there until you can afford to buy one." And she's like, "Are you sure, Mom?" I'm like, "I'm positive." I said, "It's much easier to load the washer up," this is my way of thinking, "much easier to load the washer up and take the washer out to her than her to load up 6, 7 baskets full of clothes and then do them here, dry here, weigh here, da da da," you know? So we're gonna load the washer up, and then Sam pulls in with his buddy, and there's a washer on the back of Sam's buddy's truck, and she's like, and she's like, "Well, Samantha gets a new washer," you know, and she thought it was the neighbor's new washer. She was like, "Man, of course Samantha gets a new washer when I need a one," you know, and here Sam went on and bought them a new washer. Oh yeah. So I didn't have to load up my washer, but she thought that was just like, "You would do that for me, Mom?" I'm like, "Oh hell yeah." I said, "I remember when my washer broke." I said, "With 3 kids and 2 adults." I said, "Oh, I was just drove me nuts to have to load the baskets up and go to laundromat." But Sam went and got her he bought her a nice, I shouldn't say it was not a brand new, but brand new to them. He saw it in the paper and he surprised Diamond with it. He knew she was over here doing laundry. And then they, bought a different set when they had extra when they got, like, they had, I think it was Biden, I call it Biden or Trump money, you know, that stimulus. They bought a new washer and dryer set, brand new. And it's weird because 'cause she'll be doing a load because her washer and dryer, Diamond has 2 bathrooms. One is just a sink, a toilet, and a washer and dryer, and then the other one's the full-size bathroom, and then the half bath is the first one, so that's one company uses. And I was watching her washer, and I'm like, "Hey, Dryan, I think there's something wrong with your washer." And she goes, "Why?" I said, "'Cause there's no water in it." And here's an energy saver washer. It's really weird. It don't take as much water, I guess. Cause I don't think, I always say it doesn't look like enough water to wash that load of laundry. It doesn't, I can't see no water. She goes, "It's 'cause it's an energy saver, Mom." It's just weird. I'm like, "How the hell does it get your clothes clean?" She goes, "It does. It's a weird washer." Boom. Okay, then I'm like, "Oh, that looks cool." So then, "You have one of those?" "Yeah." "I don't think it looks like there's no water." But there's water. There's water, yeah. I just thought it was weird. So now I determine what I wanna do inside them. I'm gonna leave this. I could come in and with the stencil and fill in the edges, but I like how it looks, so I'm gonna leave it. So, what do we wanna do? Let's do circles. I like doing circles. So then I'm gonna do a circle and just kinda circles. And my dryer is Wi-Fi ability, and don't ask me what the hell that's for. Oh, well, so is Diamonds. I have no idea. I asked her, I said, "Is that so you could, like, sit there with your phone or tell your dryer what to do if you're not home?" I wouldn't doubt it. There's probably ones like, "Start load of laundry." The funniest thing she ever bought, in my opinion, was her Alexis, and then I discovered what to do. So, I went to "Alexa," and it's like, you know how Alexas work? I'm like, "Tell the kids," and it's still on there. Diamond kept that one, like, at 7:30, it's like, "Good night, Allie. Good night, Riley." Or it's yeah, "Good night, Allie. Good night, Coda. Good night, Riley. I love you so much. I love you to the moon and back," or something like that I put on Alexa. And, so at 7:30 every night, if I'm at Sam's house, Alexis goes, "I love you, Ellie. I love you, Coda. I love you, Riley. To the moon and back. Love, Nana." Every night. $100? Damn, that's a good deal. Nice. And then I set one up for a alarm at 5:30 in the morning. "Wake up, Diamond. Wake up, Diamond. Wake up, Diamond." She was not happy with her mom. So now I won't recognize my voice. That's a good deal. I don't know what they paid for their I know they went to, Office Depot, Home Depot to buy the set they got now because Scott went and picked it up with Sam. We are getting, ring cams for his, Diamond's got ring cams, and we're thinking Scott and I are thinking about getting ring cams. Just, because the thing is with having our place now on the market and people coming in and looking at this place, with that, it scares me. Um, we're thinking about getting ring cams so we can see, because we've had a lot of, people. Some look, couple of people look kind of sketchy to me. Or, so yeah, I don't. Scott and I don't want Alexa either because I was like, you should get it. Well, I'm like, why? Because I'm lazy. I can get it my phone and set a timer. See all people do without them. Plus, I said if I murder your dad, Alexa will know I did it, and then they'll use it in court against me. I can't get away with insanity then. She's like, "Mom." I like that's how murder was solved. I saw it on 48 Hours. I said that thing records everything. But yeah, we looked. Told us about them because Diamond and Sam have one, and then they're $100 a piece though, and then I like $10 a month to be able to do whatever. So Scott said that next check is rent, maybe the check after that next month we'll get it, and they can move with you wherever you move. So as but then I keep doing these little circles throughout these, and the page will look cool. That's and I don't count, I just fill it in. Our phones do that too. I have conversation with friends on Facebook and Google notifications come in about what we talked about. I know, isn't that freaky? Just like this. Let's talk about something. Let's see. I need some vitamin C in my life. I guarantee now I'll have vitamin C commercials. Yep. Yep. So tomorrow I'll be loaded with vitamin C commercials. Yep. Or now will be dishwasher or laundry soap detergents too. Tide and Gain will be popping all out. Yep. Or washer and dryers. Everything. Yep. There is no like I laugh. Scott. He was supposed to get unemployment when he was off 14 days for COVID. And he was supposed I'm like, "Why didn't you have him put it automatically in our account?" He goes, "I don't want them to know our account number." And I started laughing. I just busted out laughing. I said, "It's the government. They already know it. Even if we don't give it to them, they know everything." And then he didn't get it anyways because he didn't call him and tell him he went back to work. So they denied his unemployment. And he goes, "You guys told me I didn't." He goes, "Nothing in the conversation did you say that I had to call you after 14 days and tell you I went back to work. Why wouldn't I be going back to work? I'm off for COVID. Doctors, whatever, 14 days. You asked me to email you the piece of paper that said I had COVID. So he did it. And now you're denying me 2 weeks of unemployment because I didn't call on Sunday to let you know I wasn't back at work." So he told me, yeah. So he told him to stick it in his ass. He wasn't going through the BS. Because he goes, "I guess a man that goes back to work wants to work, not and literally doesn't is only off because they're sick with COVID. A person that doesn't need to that needs to go to work doesn't have to go through the loops to get this or the hoops." Yeah. So he never got the 2 weeks unemployment. We survived though. We did break into my because I had money saved for my Van Gogh experience, and I ended up using my that because I'm like, well, if I don't get to go, I don't get to go. Groceries come first, but I got to go to Van Gogh anyways. But yep, crazy. So I don't know. Now, Diamond just told me Beyond Van Gogh was phenomenal. That was so cool. Um, Now she's like, "Mom, road trip." And I'm like, "Where are we going this time? Besides going to go to Paisley Park this summer, we are going to um another one I can't wait to go see. Beyond Money." So that's coming and they haven't released the dates about Beyond. So it's very similar to Beyond Van Gogh. Now this one's Beyond Money, like the Van Gogh that I went to. And so soon as that dates come out, we're going to that one too. And then I think we're going in August. Was it August? We're going down to Minneapolis so I can go see Prince. because we were supposed to do that back 2 years ago, and then they damn COVID refunded my money. So I didn't get to go to Paisley Park, and then Diamond went to Hawaii instead, and then the summer got away from us, so that is an agenda for this year, to going to Minneapolis to Paisley Park. So me and Diamond gotta sit and figure that out. We're gonna go on a Friday, spend the night, and then well, the thing is Diamond and I were just gonna go ourselves, go out there, go out on a Friday, get a hotel, and I'll leave, like, in the afternoon, get out to Minneapolis, check in a hotel, spend the night, get up, go to Paisley Park, and then come home. But Diamond wants to go to Mall America. Sam wants to go to Mall America. They wanna take the kids to Mall America. So, what we're thinking about doing is going Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Diamond and I would go to Paisley Park. Sam would just hang with the kids at the hotel while we're at Paisley Park for 3 hours. So we just have to figure out what weekend, and then order our tickets. But they're going to Chicago. Oh, I forgot when they're going to Chicago. They have a Chicago trip planned, and then if Scott wants to go with us too to Minneapolis, we have to figure all that out. But either way, we're going to Paisley this summer. Diamond's promised me that she will take me to Minneapolis, so I can go see where Prince lived. I've seen where Prince lived. I've been and passed where Prince lived, and I've waved at Prince. I was like, "Hi, I'm out here on the highway." But, he never had it open to the public, and now man had to die for me to get in his house. So I should have been reading some Van Gogh tonight. I haven't read a Van Gogh for 2 weeks. Yeah. It was gonna be 2023 before I finished that book the rate I'm going at. But I got distracted. Maybe I'll read some before I go to bed. Oh, you said that, LOL. Mm. Well, I was a big, big Prince fanatic. I like that man. Diamond said I got to see all the greats because I got to see Michael Jackson, Bon Jovi. Well, he's still alive. Prince twice. I've seen Prince live twice, so that was cool. Def Leppard, all those. I mean, yeah, Def Leppard's still around, but she's like, it's just so cool. It's like Van Gogh, who didn't get to know, yeah, yep. Well, I'm reading, and I haven't read it. My goal for 2022 is to read The Life of Van Gogh. And I haven't read for a while, and it is over 900 pages. And I got this book. Then I got the complete paintings. And then I just got this one, The Life and Works of Van Gogh. Yep. And then I got this one. Allie bought me that. I found out who bought me that. Then, because I was like, I didn't buy this. I don't know who bought me this. Allie saved her money and Diamond ordered it for me from Allie. Yeah, it's from Allie Cat. So I couldn't figure out who the heck sent me that. Yeah, it was Allie. And then I got this set, the Classic Collection, which is Van Gogh and Monet for $15. Cool. So, yeah. I knew his art. Okay, I didn't know. I knew his art. I could tell you, oh, that's a Van Gogh and that's a Van Gogh, but I didn't know the man, and I wanted to learn about the man. So that's where when I had Diamond find me a book, this is the book she found me. It's pretty good, but long-winded chapters. And then I saw this one, and it's more of about. It's a little bit about him, but a lot about. I think his paintings. I haven't really got in it because if I want to get this one before I read this one more. So, but, but wait till you see my bathroom, Helen. I'll be doing a video probably in the next few days in my bathroom. So I redid my bathroom in Van Gogh. And the rest of my frames will be here tomorrow, and then I'll do a video of my bathroom. I've always liked Van Gogh. He's my favorite artist. Oh, and I got my doll. Did you? This is Serena, Mismatch Crafter's mom. It's a crocheter. Look at Diamond got me. The kids got me Bob Ross for my birthday. So Sabrina's mom crochets. And I asked her if she could make me a Van Gogh doll. Ready? So Teresa gave me money. This is what Teresa gave me, money for my birthday. And that money paid for my Van Gogh doll. I laughed because she even did it where his ears cut off. So I got my little Van Gogh doll. And his little sweater open. And you see his little vest or his little shirt. And then his little boots come off. So that. Then this one Teresa got me. She gave because she didn't know what to get me for my birthday, so she gave me money, and then I got the Van Gogh down. And then she also did prints for me when she said she could do prints. So Scott got me prints, and this is prints. I love his little how she did his hair. It looks so cool. It all even goes back in the curls. Yeah. So that's my Princess Van Gogh doll. But Van Gogh doll's staying in here because I don't think it'd do too good in my bathroom. Because I'd love to put him in a corner of my bathroom, but I think due to the fact the steam from the shower that wouldn't do that good. Yep. Oh yeah, I gotta pay you for 6 Van Gogh cards. You'll have to message me your PayPal, Helen, so I can pay for those playing cards. So I want to. Gonna use them for bookmarkers for my books. I had messaged on. I don't know. Good night, Christine. I messaged on. Tell Helen I want 6 of those Van Gogh playing cards. I'm gonna use them for bookmarkers. I don't know where she went. I'm so used to tell me I separated them for you. Okay. Yeah. Um, she does this to me all the time. She abandons me for phone calls. I'm so used to it, it doesn't faze me anymore. It must be important, somebody calling her this when you figure it's 1:30 here. Um, she's 2 hours behind me, so 11:30ish, 12 o'clock by her. I don't know who would be calling her that late, so hopefully it's not bad news. Let's knock on wood and pray it's not. 'Cause the only one that calls her this late is me. Usually I message her, "Hey, what are you doing? Let's do." Yeah, me and Donna yap till 3, 4 in the morning. She's like me. We're both night owls. I was waiting for her to come back. 5 minutes, and then I'll probably be getting off here. That'll be 3 hours I've been on here. Somebody else can go on and entertain us tonight. Are you going on, Helen? Are you going live at all? Mm, 2 p.m. today? Yeah. Okay. I meant like after maybe when I got off. Yeah, I'll try to be there. It all depends because the husband's working and he has to go to sleep for a while. And then when he gets up, we gotta load the trailer and we have to get we're trying to yep, for bingo. We're trying yep, for your bingo. I'll try to be there. We're trying to get at least one load to load all this stuff out of my living room to this to the thrift store tomorrow. And then on Thursday, the rest out of the basement. Because we have a feeling it's gonna take 1 or 2 trips, if not more. I'm thinking at least 3, but my husband really knows how to pack a trailer, so I'm saying he says 2, I say 3. So we don't have a bet, but I wanna at least get we wanna at least get it out of the living room. It's been sitting there for me packing stuff and cleaning the house and going through stuff. I went through cupboards, I should say I went through closets, and everything. I eliminated a lot of knickknacks that I was like, "Why am I keeping this?" You know? Dust collectors. And, so stuff that I haven't even in a box that I haven't looked at in 10 years I went through. And, that's all in my living room, and I really want that out of my living room. The basement, we're I'm not too worried about, but I'd like to get it out of the basement as well. But at least we wanna get 1 load in tomorrow. And who knows, we might just do it all on ooh, we might do it all on Thursday, I don't know, depending on it's all on Scott's time. He's the one that working tonight, so he gets up at 1 o'clock and says he feels like, "Ah, I'll do it tomorrow," then we do it Thursday, you know? So I will try to be at your bingo. Is that 2 p.m. my Central Time, right? Because 'Cause we're on the same time. It should be 1:30 by you, right, Helen? Yeah. Yeah, we got rid of 6 medium-sized moving boxes of things we don't need or use. Yeah. It's amazing when I was doing this overhaul cleaning. I knew the basement had to be clean, and due to the fact of this prospects of not knowing if we get to stay here or if we have to move, and I figure I'm in that mode, I might as well do it, of stuff that I've collected and Scott has we've hung on to for whatever reason for this long. I don't remember what is, and I looked at Scott going, "Why'd we keep this?" And neither one of us could remember why we kept it. So it went, "Poof," gone. And I went with, if I haven't looked at it, touched it in 6 months, gone. And we just moved in, but we just packed and moved in. Oh, yeah. Now you can stay where you are for a while, right? You don't have to move. You own this place or are you renting? Because I wish we owned. This is the downfall of not owning a place. See, Scott and I are eventually supposed to get his parents' house. And so that's why Scott and I have never gone back to check to see if we could buy a home. Well, we own our home. Okay, cool. And Scott and I were like, Maybe we should go check." But right now, mobile home, yeah, hey, that's what I grew up in after my parents' divorce was a mobile home. It's a home. I always say it's not what the outside looks like, it's how the inside and how you make it your own, you know? That's all that matters. But, because we decided not to go try to buy a home. It's been, um and, because we owned a home and then the Wells Fargo messed up our credit as well as our mortgage that we never even checked to see if we maybe could go try to buy a home, but right now, price-wise, we couldn't afford one. I mean, we pay 750 for rent. We can afford a house payment at that much, but who knows? And knowing that we was eventually supposed to get Scott's dad's house, that's why we never decided to go buy another house or even look into it. And now we're at this spot and we're like, maybe we should. And then Scott's dad's like, "No, no, no. The house is still yours. You're still getting it. Just still we're supposed to get it when he passes away." But that could be 30 years from now, I told Scott. Your dad, that's the thing. We're not young and he's not young. I'm 50, Scott's gonna be 53, you know? Do we wanna be in a mortgage for 25 years or 30 years? No. So, we're like, "Yeah, we'll just rent for now." But I tell you, if I didn't have to pay rent, it's a fixer-upper, but it's livable. That's where you start. Buy a little fixer-upper, make it your own, and maybe 5 5 years from now, 10 years from now, You fix it up real nice, you sell it for what? Twice? It'd be cheaper to rent to own. Yeah. Um, maybe 5 years from now, you can double your price if you can sell it. If you sell it, you know what I mean? You flip it. There we go. That's the word. That's what a buddy of mine does because he buys and flips houses all the time. Except he hasn't lately because I'm like, you should buy my duplex and then flip it, but let me live in it. Mhm. But he's because he got okay. He wanted. He was in a. He's like this. Buy duplexes. He went landlord too, except he got so screwed when the government said nobody had to pay rent. He's in major, major problems, he told me. He has no money to invest because he's paying for places that he still had to pay even if the tenants didn't have to pay. That's what was bad when and he says in this, "Oh, apply for the government thing." He says, "Yeah, good luck with that." And I'm like, "What?" He's like, "Yeah." So he got was tell me. 'Cause he owns, like, the fourplexes or where, like, there's 4 units and then there's, like, 6 units. He owns ones like that, and, he accepts what they call we have Section 8 housing, where the government helps pay the rent. So he was lucky he got some money from these renters, but then they all quit paying their rent because the government said they didn't have to. But he still had to make that payment to his bank. He's so financially he's, like, how do you put it? Screwed right now. And then they told him housing, and now, because you have to pay your rent when you're on that Section 8, and then they didn't enforce the tenants to still pay their rent even if they had an income. I'm like, what gets me is people that still had jobs who weren't paying their rent. He goes, I watched because he actually lives around it. He couldn't get rid of him. He couldn't evict him. He couldn't do nothing. Yeah, what a nightmare. And he said, "Yeah, I watch a guy every day get up, go to work. Couldn't pay me his rent because the government said they didn't have to." I'm like, "What?" Yeah. So many took advantage of that. He says, "Yep, get extra unemployment, but still can't pay your rent." One person only, and he says there's one couple because they had like so many people like children. Their rent was only $108 a month because the government paid the rest, and they still couldn't pay that $800 that $108 a month. Yep. So did Scott and I. And we paid our rent every month during COVID. Next door though, didn't. And he couldn't get him out. I think he didn't come our landlord didn't come out and say it, okay? But I think that was part of him deciding to sell. He wasn't dealing with it because I've lived here 11 will be 11 years. And for the last 3 years, 2.5 years, 3 years, whatever it was, 2 years, I could go back and look. I'd get a message from my landlord. Um, it'd be like, "Have you sent your rent yet?" And I'd be like and I finally said to him recently, let's see, how do you read that? Da 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 dum, choo choo. Oh, come on. It won't load. Oh, that's right. I got a new phone. Yeah. "Have you mailed your rent yet?" It'd be like the 1st or the 2nd. I have till the 10th of each month to pay my rent. And I said to Norm, "Have I never paid my rent? Tell me." And I go, "You can't count the time I forgot about it when we went on vacation." And he goes, "What do you mean?" Yeah. And he goes, "No, you guys have always paid your rent." Then why am I getting a text message every month that says, "Have you mailed your rent yet?" Well, and I didn't realize it was my number and another number on top of a text because I'm the only one that answered it. Yeah, it's mailed. It's going out tomorrow. Because the one time I laughed because he messaged me, "Tina, it's the 6th." He goes, "And I haven't got your rent yet. It's unusual." And I'm like, "Oh, shit." He goes, "What?" I said, "I'm in the middle of the pond." He goes, "What?" I said, "I'm on vacation." I said, "I will send my son-in-law over to see if I mailed my rent check." I said, he goes, "Well, I can meet Sam, your son-in-law, over at your house." So I got a hold of Sam. Before Sam left work, he swung in the house, and there was my rent check right with my light bill and my rent. All stamped, ready to go out. Yep, multi-text. Yep, yep. So I'm thinking it's only sending it to me because I was like, "Why are you asking me if I pay?" Yep. So I take it, and I'm taking this and all. I'm not positive because he just explained that to me when he was here on Monday last Tuesday. I'm like, "Norm, why do you send me a text every month asking me if I pay my rent's mailed? You know I've never missed rent." He goes, "Oh, that's multi-text." And I'm like, "What?" He goes, "I send it to both next door and here." I'm like, "Well, I can use I don't see them answering." He goes, "Yeah, they've never answered." He goes, he goes, I want, it's not meant for you." I'm like, "Why did you put me in there?" I'm like, and I'm like, because I said I never got them until like COVID. Yep. So who knows how much they owe him? Let's do yesterday. Yep. I can't. I feel bad for all these landlords that have all these properties that nobody paid all this time, who can't get a court hearing. And I think that's why he decided to put the place up for sale. I personally, I know he wants to retire and stuff, but I think this last year, mm, we play with money orders. That's something Scott and I feel comfortable doing. We pay with money orders. Because he waits too damn long to cash a check. He screwed up my check. I used to write him a check. Except he screwed up my checking account because took he's all worried about me getting my rent in, and he took him a month to cash my damn check in my account one time. I was like, "What the hell?" And I thought, I'll be honest, I thought I had more money in my checking account than I really did. Yeah. So now we take it out, we pay my rent, send it out in money orders. Then I know what I have to work with. But got another page done. I just like doing this. Sit doing this for a couple hours. I think yeah, like I said, I'm just gonna leave this one just black and white. Just think it's cool. But I've been on here 3 hours. Yep. Money orders. Keep the little receipt in an envelope, toss it in. Done. Then don't mess up my checking account. Yep. But I'm gonna get off here. I'm gonna call it. It's almost 2 o'clock here in the morning. Helen needs to go to bed so she can get up in 2 hours. I'm gonna go get me something to eat. I'm hungry actually. I'm not hungry, but I want a munchie. And I think vegetable crackers and cream cheese is calling my name. Well, thank you for coming in, and I'll try to be at your bingo. And happy birthday again, Helen. Enjoy your day. It's your day. Be special. It's your special day. You get to be special. Well, actually, you should be special every day of the year, but on your birthday, it gets an extra special. Hey, tomorrow's my birthday, the 17th. I get 2 birthdays in March because story behind my second birthday, and I told Scott that yesterday. I said, "Just remember, Thursday's my second birthday. You can't say no to me." Because the bonehead, when we first started dating, missed my birthday. And he couldn't figure out why I was so mad at him. And he asked my mom like 2 days later. He goes, "I don't understand what I did wrong." And he goes, "What do you mean? Why is she so mad at me?" And my mom goes, "I would be mad too if my boyfriend forgot my birthday." And he goes, "No, her birthday's the 17th." And my mom goes, "I'm the woman that gave birth to that child. I know when I gave birth to her, her birthday was 2 days ago on the 7th. So I've been teasing Scott for over 30 years that I get 2 birthdays a month. In the month of March, I get the 7th and the 17th because he chose to give me another birthday. So I get to celebrate it twice. So tomorrow I get another birthday because he gave me one. And he says to me, "I'm never going to live that down." And I'm like, "Nope. For the rest of your life with me, I get 2 birthdays. It's the way it happens. You did it." And I take full advantage of it. Alrighty, everybody. I am going to call it a morning. And everybody, that if you happen to watch this later and you see Helen later, wish her a happy birthday. So, as always, guys, be happy, be kind, be safe, be funny, be crafty, and bye for now, everybody, and good night. Oh, I know he does. I'll talk to you all later. Have a wonderful day, Helen. Bye. And maybe I'll message John going, "Why didn't you come back? I waited an hour for you." I'm going to give her so much grief. But then something, I don't know. So if you happen to hear from Dawn, tell Dawn to send me a message telling me if everything's okay. Okay, Helen? Alrighty. Good night. Goodbye. Bye-bye.